Alright, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's a little before 4 o'clock on the 19th of January 2019, and there are a whole bunch of issues going on with information. I can't seem to get the radar. Intellicast is now part of Underground, so when I hit this, I get an error. Let's see, or maybe it's going to work now. Alright, but see, it's giving me temperatures. Why is it giving me temperatures? Alright, let's see if we can get this. So apparently a whole bunch of changes going on with weather information. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna have to move this over here. I don't want temperature. I just want precipitation. Let's take the weather stations out of here. We just want the radar. There's our storm. All right, so let's. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Intellicast is no more. I don't know what happened with that. It's very frustrating. So anyway, this is the radar here from the Underground site. So just wanted to show you the storm on the radar. You can see all the rain and the snow coming through. This is very annoying because I really like the Intellicast site, and it's no more. And another site that's no more, I'll show you in a minute. The site we use for our satellite imagery also is gone. So I don't know what's going on. The Unisys weather site is also gone. When I hit this, for my satellite, I get this. So what's going on here? So they're not letting us see that either. So thank God I can still show you the models at least. It's just ridiculous. They keep taking away information from us. It's really very frustrating, and it seems like this whole country is just going backwards. We're not going forwards. We're actually going backwards. All right, not gonna talk about that. Let's talk about the storm. Alright, so this is the GFS model here with our storm approaching. Precipitation won't start until probably after 9 o'clock or so. It might start as a little light snow, but you can see once we get toward midnight, it's already starting to rain fairly moderately across the area. And it's going to stay heavy rain across our area. You can see it keeps that storm track inland, so even into the Hudson Valley, it actually changes over to rain. And then it pulls away slowly Sunday afternoon, and we may still be dealing with precipitation to Sunday afternoon. And it might end as a little light snow somehow. I doubt it. It should wrap up by Sunday evening. And you can see there it pulling away. And behind that, it's going to get very cold, which we can look at and show you. This is the GFS. I do want to show you some other models, but I'll just show you the temperature, what it's going to be like behind that storm. So it's going to be very cold, and the thing with all that rain is it's going to freeze very quickly. Whatever doesn't evaporate, so there could be patches of ice. And then by Monday morning, you can see these temperatures dropping quickly. We are down. It's close to the single digits just north of the city. Probably some around 10 degrees on Long Island and in New Jersey, and then we only recover to about 13 or 18 degrees. Probably just in the teens that day. It's going to be very cold. I do want to look at the cloud cover just because I'm here and see if we do have a clear day. Yeah, see, it still wants to keep some clouds over us. It doesn't really give us a clear day until Tuesday, so we'll have to see about that. Some of the models are differentiating on that. Some models are saying that this is overdone, but we're not going to focus on that. We got to focus back on the precipitation. So let's go back to let's take a look at the total rainfall that's going to occur from this storm. And you can see here that it has us generally 1 to 2 inches. I still think there could be some amounts over 2 inches, possibly. Alright, we go back to temperatures. Actually, I want to show you the warm air coming in. So just back it up into Sunday. You'd see that warm air surging in. It has us hitting 50. So it's the GFS. Might be a little overdone on the warm air. But let's go to some of the other models now. Let's take a look at the NAM. This will be, let's see, we have enough of the 18Z running to use it actually, so that's very good. Alright, so let's go to the radar and take a look at the radar reflection. So, similar setup here. Pretty much starts around after 9 o'clock, and pretty much has it starting as rain across Long Island. So we may not even see a flake. And then heavy rain overnight, and then look at that. There could be some thunderstorms there. uh, right around that low going right over us. Those could be some thunderstorms right around noon on Sunday there, and then that pulls away. And no snow for us from this system. Um, so that's the thing. So I will just look at the clouds and see, because we need a clear day. This is ridiculous. I'm tired of these clouds hanging around. Yeah, see, it has some clouds hanging around too. So I don't know if we're gonna get a clear day or not. We might. We might. Looks like we might, especially over New Jersey. You see, there aren't that many clouds over there. So we'll see if we can get a clear day. But anyway, let's look at total accumulated precip. I won't bother you with this with the clouds. Oh my, yeah, this is really bad. So you can see here that it has well over 2 inches across, and I'm leaning toward this type of deal here, where it's going to be well over 2 inches of rain across Long Island. We're going to have a lot of flash flooding. All right, and with all this rain coming down, and the other thing I want to look at, let's see what the temperature. I bet you it brings the temperature up too. All right, so yeah, this is again Monday morning. You can see nice and cold. This model has us really struggling to reach the teens, but let's see how warm it makes it. On yeah, it gets us close to 50 perhaps. Don't be surprised if it gets to near 50 on Sunday before it drops. And this is bad because it'll be near 50 and then it drops very quickly to the single digits. So this is going to be prime weather for broken rails and kinds of problems. So if you do take the Long Island Railroad, I'm glad Monday's a holiday. I don't bring it up anymore though. All right. So let's go look at some other models here. It seems like this is the trend. Is it's going to be rain for us. I don't really see a whole lot of snow. All right, we'll just stick to the radar reflection here and see. It's the same deal on the HRRR. Yeah. Pretty much, it's going to start as rain for most of us. North of the city, maybe, but even north of the city, the warm air is coming surging in. All the models seem to indicate that at this point. I'm going to look at the RGM, see how that is. And I'm sure that it has the same thing. Yep, same thing. So pretty much it's going to be a heavy rainstorm for us, and not much snow, if any snow at all. Just another rainstorm. So let's see what the total accumulated precip is on this run, on this model. Oh yeah, has us over. So the RGM also has us over 2 inches. Could even be some 3-inch amounts on the east end. Oh boy. All right, let's look at the HDRPS. Will be the last one we'll look at here. Actually, no, there is one more I want to look at. So the HDRPS also over 2 inches. So I think over 2 inches is a good bet for Long Island, especially Long Island. Could be some 3-inch amounts here because you have this heavy rain. I'll just take a look at the reflections here on the, and you can see here, look at this, just heavy rain. And yeah, there could be heavy snow in the Hudson Valley, but I think that also changes over to rain fairly quickly. And look at that. That's just crazy. One area that will be getting a lot of snow is if you take a look up here in this area. I'm curious to see what the snowfall is over there. So let's take a look at that and see. Upstate, yeah. Look at this. In the mountains, they're going to be getting a lot of snow. So if you want to go, skiing or whatever, upstate in the mountains, in northern New England, that's the place that's going to get a lot of fresh snow right there. All right, one more model we're going to look at here is the ICON model, and we'll just go back to the radar reflection and see what this looks like. And that's the 18Z, which I don't have enough in, so I'll have to use the 12Z. So you could pretty much see it's going to be a very heavy rain event across Long Island and most of the immediate New York metropolitan area, including New Jersey. The snow is really confined. Heavy snow is confined to the interior here, because the warm air is going to come surging in, and mean that it's going to be mostly rain. Well, imagine if this was all snow. I don't think you'd want that. That would be, because when we take a look at the total accumulated precip, again, we're talking 2 inches of rain. Now imagine if that was snow. That would be at least 2 feet of snow right there. So you definitely don't want that. But yeah, so it looks like a mostly heavy rain event. I will keep you posted, and hopefully the weather service will give us rainfall totals with this storm. But you can see here. Just going to go over this. You can see we actually do have a flash flood watch and a coastal flood warning in effect for our area, and the winter storm stuff is up to the north. Let me just do one more part to this video, and that'll be it very briefly. We'll go over the weather service briefing. This is at 6 a.m. January 19th. Winter weather advisory replaces winter storm watch, except for southern Queens, southern Nassau, canceled for there. All right, so the snow. This is going to be an inland thing. The flash freeze is a concern. This is a concern right here, and strong winds too could be a possibility too as well. That we have to be concerned of as well. Could be some power outages. So we have significant impacts for the flooding over our area. So these are the forecast scenario one, which is going to be the probably most likely scenario where we're just going to be dealing with a lot of heavy rain. This is the other scenario, and this is if we had heavy snow and sleet. But I don't think we're going to see that right now. So ice could be a bit of an issue, but again, I think it goes quickly over to rain. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that. What I am concerned about is the flooding and the flash freeze, especially behind the storm, because you're going to see some strong winds here, and that could be a bit of an issue. So, and then we have the wind chills also that are going to be wind chills that will be below zero by Monday morning. So quite a roller coaster of weather we're going to be experiencing over the next 48 hours. So that'll conclude this weather update. I want to thank you for watching. I'll keep you posted.